Hello and welcome to this week's Goddess Energy Forecast. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Abigail Mensah-Bonsu. I am the founder of the Moon Goddess Academy and the Moon Goddess Publishing. Welcome to this week. So when I tuned into this week's energy, immediately, we just celebrated the feast of Magdalene's like 2 days ago. And the Magdalene codes continue to pour in very powerfully. So I'm going to bring through some Magdalene codes for you to support you through this week. And Mary Magdalene, just a little bit about Mary Magdalene. And if you are a Magdalene or a Magdalene soul, send me a message, let me know, send me an email, let me know, because we're sisters. And she's been my mentor, and she'll be my mentor my entire lifetime, in this lifetime, right? Because of the purpose that I chose. And the purpose involves me being a bridge between heaven and earth, which means being an embodied spirit, being an embodied divine being, being the person who merges those two again, human and divine. What does that mean? And also using that to co-create heaven on earth. Again, bridging heaven and earth. Divine, human, heaven, earth, light, like all of that has been separated, right? And we, when you look at the, what is it called? Why am I blanking out? Oh, it totally just escaped me. But the way life flows is that there's this harmony and this dance between all things opposite, right? And so Magdalene really brings in the teachings of self-empowerment, stepping into your power, which involves you knowing yourself to your core. And also merging your divinity with your humanity, bringing your heaven into your earth, which means, there's levels to this, which means bringing your divine self into your body. Earth represents our body, right? So not only bringing your heaven, whatever that is unique to you, to this earth plane, to this 3D world, but it's also bringing that divine soul, that beautiful divine soul that you are, into your human body. And accepting and loving your body the way it is, because you chose this vessel. You chose this vessel. I've been watching movies. Actually, I love movies or documentaries about human beings who, for example, the last one that I watched was this young man. I mean, he was 25, and he would climb steep mountains without any rope, like just free solo by himself, like just climbing mountains. And watching him do that, I mean, these are like really tall mountains. Some of these mountains that he climbed, people have never touched before. He was paving his own path. And watching him climb each mountain, it was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. So graceful. Like he was in harmony with the mountain. When you looked at his body, he was completely relaxed. It's like he trusted that the mountain would hold him. He trusted his body. He was one and at peace with that experience. It's like he knew that he was meant to do it. And I love watching documentaries and movies like this because it really teaches me about the magnificence of the human body, of the human being. Whatever limitation we put on ourselves is what hinders us. But if we are able to work through limitations and move through our limitations, we truly allow our divine self to express. We become unstoppable. We can create miracles out of thin air. But I think this is part of the human experience. right? These limitations and challenges. They're part of our soul contract, whatever that is, right? We're here to learn more about it, move through it, master it, and then so that we can teach or we can move on. We don't have to repeat it again. Also that our future, ancestors and, our future children will not have to repeat those patterns, whatever that is. And I love that the universe gives us the tools that we need to move through these limitations. For example, Uranus being the planet called the Great Awakener. And its purpose is to help us to break through our limitations, to remove our limitations, whether we choose to gracefully, or this is where the Great Awakener name came from, or it pushes you to move through it so that you can be all that you're here to be. When we are able to remove all the labels and the caps that we've placed on ourselves, all the limits that we've placed on ourselves, all society has placed on us, who are you to your core? That is what Magdalene wants to see. I love her so much. She's real. She's part of the Sisterhood of the Rose. And with her, I also walk with beloved Isis. I also walk with Mother Mary. I also walk with Joan of Arc. They come as a package. And you can see their mission. They're real. There's no sugarcoating. There's no, like, oh, I'm going to nurture you to death. Oh, it's okay. You can continue sitting in your stuckness. And maybe in a lifetime, you will be able to move forward to that next step. No, 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 no. Magdalenes know this. We have a purpose and we have the guidance and the mentorship to help us to move through it with such power, courage, and boldness that it crumbles and burns away any challenge, any limits that dares to step in our way. So for you, how can Mary Magdalene support you this week? What codes of the Magdalene are you receiving this week? And I'm going to be using the Magdalene Oracle deck. Perfect, right? To really bring through what you need. So let's go ahead and get to that centered place. So close your eyes. Begin to take in a deep breath into your heart, into your body. And with each breath, just release your day, release your to-do, and be fully present within your heart and your body. And you can place one hand on your heart, one on your stomach or your womb, whatever feels good to you, to really strengthen that connection between the heart and the body. And from here, go ahead and call in your higher self into your heart and be present with how he or she arrives. Call in your divine posse to surround you in a beautiful golden bubble of light, circle of light. And from here, move back into your heart. Make sure you stay into your heart. And begin to receive through your crown the unconditional love and light from the Divine Father. Let it come down through your channel, anchor into your heart, and begin to spread through all the other areas of your body, out through your feet, creating this beautiful golden root, entering into the earth to anchor the energy there too. So you have two anchor points. You have your heart and the earth. And now open up your roots, these beautiful golden roots, and begin to receive the love and light of the Divine Mother flowing up through your roots. Let it come all the way up, anchor within your heart, and let it continue up, 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 until it literally spews all over you like a waterfall or a geyser. And now come back into your heart. Acknowledge the light of your own divinity through your higher self. the light from the Divine Mother and the light from the Divine Father, and begin to see all three light, all flames come together, merge together as one. And when they do, they're so powerful that it's like a supernova. It explodes out and creates a crystalline bubble of light around you, iridescent in its nature. And just breathe into the space. It is so big. You have so much space. You are taking up this space that you are here to take. Breathe into the space of connected to heaven and earth, bringing your heaven into earth, bringing your earth into your heart, anchoring your divinity into your heart, fully embodied it in your physical body, and allowing that essence to spread throughout all around you. And from here, go ahead and ask, which of these Magdalene codes am I receiving this week to support me for my highest and greatest good and the greatest good of all? 1, 2, or 3. And once you have received your number or numbers, go ahead and open your eyes, stay within your heart, ready to receive. So, I love these cards. So even the first card is so powerful. Okay. So if you received 1, you're receiving the Magdalene codes of God. Here's this beautiful card. Oh my God, this beautiful card. And it just reminds me of the solar masculine, the sun, right? Really bringing in the essence of your God self. Here's the message for you. Each life is like an ocean, forever yearning for love's shore. We ebb and flow, not realizing we eternally bathe in the sea of love. You may be asking, does God really exist? And if so, where is God when you need God most? Often it is in our times of greatest need that we feel the most alone. Who's with me on that? Who feels that? This card is your confirmation that you are never alone. The universe has heard your call and wants you to know that the love and presence of the divine creator always fills and surrounds you. Surrender your fears and concerns. Accept the healing light that is being offered to you in this very moment. Out of fear, we often try to swim against the current. This is a waste of time and energy. Trust, accept, and let go. Though there are bound to be many twists and turns along the way, you'll be pleasantly surprised where the river of life actually takes you. Taking a deep breath in here and receive the Magdalene codes of God. Koro okia nasaria oia nania kua yano sia nakoea toro okoria shuruia nietino sorua ea natia oria sharikiaro asharo. Taking a deep breath in here and out. If you received card number 2, it's a very cool card. You're receiving the Magdalene codes of crucifixion. And I know where your mind is going. You'll be surprised what this code brings to you. Here's the message. You are causing yourself much unnecessary suffering by thinking that you need to improve in some way before you can find peace and fulfillment. For much of your life, you have tried to hide the parts of you that you don't think are lovable. Yet, the things you repress or hide resurface through external situations until you learn to accept and love them. A world of infinite possibilities awaits you if you can just learn to be yourself and love yourself as you are. Inside you, there's a shining star. Allow the light of your star to shine forth, and you will find that people will love you just as you are. Over the coming weeks, pay close attention to your thoughts. When you find yourself thinking negatively or fearfully, consciously transform that thought into a loving one and continue doing this until the cycle is broken. This will take time, dedication, and perseverance, but the rewards will eventually be great. Taking a deep breath in and out, receive the Magdalene codes of crucifixion and transformation of your thoughts into loving thoughts. Koro eftira so ora tafturia kia tunua noya na kietirawa shuru okuru okiana okuru oru osiana saria kwa yana sara aro oro shurua yasha shuru ko wo shiana sara. I hope you're feeling this. All right. And the last card, if you received 3, the Magdalene code that you are receiving this week is mythic reality. Look at everyone, just take a deep breath in as you look at this beautiful, beautiful card. I have no idea what this card says, but it just pulls me right in. There's something about it that draws me right to it. Oh, let's receive the message here. All becomes clear when I view it from a higher perspective. Something is causing you concern at present because you are viewing the situation from only one perspective. Look with an open eye. Look with an open heart and mind, and you may see that a positive side also exists. Things may very well turn in your favor if you let go of preconceived ideas and rigid views. There are at least 2 perspectives from which to view every situation. When you see at present, or what you see at present is only part of the picture. Often, what seems real to us may not necessarily be what actually is or what is actually occurring. The true purpose of many of life's events is often unclear because of our false assumptions, fears, and misconceptions. There's no need for concern. Just allow things to naturally unfold and all will become clear to you. Remember, you may not have the power to change the world or many of the events in your life, but you have the power to change your perception of them. Taking a deep breath in and receive the Magdalene codes of the mythic reality. Doro ok ode anasa ayana o yarakuaya. Doro riaki na saria oyanakia. Doria sharia kio oria sania koea. Kia sha. Oroya sha rakia doro. Koria kiara yanakia. Noya sha akiara kio wara. Taking a deep breath in here and out. Place one hand on your heart, one on your stomach or your womb as I now bring through the codes to integrate your codes for this week. And make sure you're fully present in your heart and in your body. We want this to anchor and land. Anchor, lock, seal, and radiate on all levels of your being. Through the mental body, the emotional body, the spiritual body, and the physical body. Taking a deep breath in here. Oro shia soro kwaya nasaya oro niasaya ekiatarwa oro e shiana kiatatarioa oria sharia ekianatea Oroea shiania doro okua ea. So what I'm doing is creating an energy ball right now. They're codes, all the codes that are coming in for you. And at the end, I'm just going to release it for you and make sure you just open up to receive it, receive it, receive it. Oria siena kia oroya tina suyo. Oria shiena kia oria sani awa aya oro okia tina saria kia. Taking a deep breath in here and receive. Just taking a couple of deep breaths, let it anchor, anchor, anchor. I bless your mind, your heart, your body. I bless your path. I bless your hands. I bless your eyes, your ears. I bless all that you are. It is safe for you to be all that you are. It is safe for you to be the magnificent divine human being that you are. You are divine. You are human. Taking a deep breath in here. It is done. It is done. It is done. And so it is. Which of these codes called to you? For me, it was codes 1 and 2. They definitely drew me in. So just reviewing, 1 is the code of God. 2 was the code of crucifixion. And 3 is the code of the mythic reality. There's something that I think it was the code of crucifixion, what it was it was showing you, see, the light language is already coming through. It was showing you that whenever you think negative thoughts, or you think thoughts that are not of love in nature towards you, bring your awareness to it, shift it into thoughts of love, and continue doing it so that eventually that negative thought gets replaced permanently. It's a powerful exercise that I've been doing, right? But the key here is to be aware, to catch yourself and question yourself, right? When this crazy thought comes in, it's like, oh, for example, if you're trying to, let's say you're posting something about a program that you are selling, and all of a sudden you hear, who are you to teach this program? I want you to observe that, like acknowledge it. Okay, I heard it. And then question it. Who am I not to? It came to me for a purpose, and I trust that. I am more prepared. I am more than qualified to teach this. I have everything that I need to teach this and more, right? See how I did that? So that you just continue doing that, but it really takes practice. You got to catch it. And don't go into the self-pity, woe is me. You know, it is what it is. It's simply just catch it, shift it, and then breathe. Breathe into your body and into your heart. And let that new truth that you just spoke to yourself radiate. So once again, thank you so much for receiving this week's Goddess Energy Forecast. Feel free to send this to anyone that you feel like will benefit. And if you haven't yet, make sure you go ahead and click on that subscribe button and subscribe to my channel. If you haven't already yet, and you would like to share your experience with me in a community that is powerful and potent and loving and amazing, and you are on social media, make sure you come over and join my Facebook group, Moon Goddess Sacred Sanctum. I love you so much. Love you, love you, love you. And you have a beautiful, magical, wondrous week from my heart to yours. Until next time.